Hello, YouTubers. Hope you're having a good day. Dad in the Dirt Garden Fun here. We are working on some pickling today. I got my dill mix ready. I got my jars here that are warming up. I got a sweet mixture over there because I'm going to do some sweet green beans and pickles. So I've already done some. Here's something I already did, a sweet mixture or whatever. So I've been kind of doing these on and off throughout the summer. I hope your summer is going well. I know it's getting really hot here in the South, so that's what it is. I mean, it's summertime. That's what happens during the summer. Anyway, so we're going to get into going through the process of some of this stuff, and I'm going to show you some videos and going to describe exactly what's going on. First thing I have to do is use this handy contraption here. This is a jar holder, so you don't burn yourself as you get in the jar out of the water. This is the process of the jars. The jars down in there getting sterilized in the water. Empty the jars out. Put the water that's already in that mix. Empty them out. Make sure you use the correct side of this jar holder. So, as I think before I was using it upside down. And voila, the jars are ready to be filled. So, next thing you do, got your jar set up. Go get your pickles. Get my little dot here. Okay, so I have those guys stuffed in there pretty good. Got a couple of garlic cloves in there with them. Now I'm ready to go ahead and get the dill in there. I'm going to put my funnel on top here, which is a canning funnel, pickling funnel, whatever you want to call it. What I've learned from experience with these larger pots and bowls and stuff is they don't pour into this thing very well. They don't pour slowly. So I've learned to get a little measuring cup or something like that that has a spout on it. And what you want to do with this stuff is you want to only go up to that second line that's in the rim of that. Second line that's in the rim of that, and that's where you want to be, because that vinegar and stuff is going to expand in there. So it's filled. So I'm gonna do a couple more of these, and then we'll start working on the lids, getting the lids sterilized and getting those on there and trying to seal them up. All right. So next, what I like to do is add a little bit of garlic in there. This stuff already has I already put a pickling spice in when I do it, but I like to add some of the garlic cloves from my garden. Put them down in there, and then this right here is called a pickling funnel. Fits right on top of the jar there. It kind of helps you pack those down even more. I got my bowl of mix here, and we're gonna pour that in just a second. Let me set the camera. All right, so this is my sweet mix. You can do this with pickles, peppers. I got some snap beans here that I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna fill that jar up with snap beans. I've done this, like I said, with some peppers and different garlics and stuff like that. So we are going to fill that. There's the spice. There's a little spice pack in the coffee filter. So we're going to take some of these snap beans. I don't think these have the stuff is hard. Well, I don't think you have as much trouble stuffing these, and you just got to kind of put them in there and shake them down as you do with the pickles there. Just kind of shake those down, and I think they'll pack in there pretty good. At least that's my theory anyway. So you want to get a nice little sweet mix. Your sweetness is very important in this type of mix here. Your vinegar is going to be very important. Your spices, everything in there. Get those jars ready. You can see I got the dills ready back there in the back, but we'll get those snap peas down in there just like we did with the dill pickles. These, like I said, I think you can stuff these in a lot better. You know, this sweet mix that you use is pretty much the same thing you use if you've ever heard of chow chow. They make here in the South. You know, they like to have those sweet mixes. I'll rinse the funnel out just a little bit here. I was using the dill with that. Go ahead and put that thing on there. Get the funnel on there. Got my little cup, my little handy dandy cup here. Gonna dip it so I have a good little pour like I showed earlier. I'm gonna pour that down in. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna pour that down in there, get it to filling up to the first rim up there in the jar, and that's about it. That's where it needs to be. All right, so the last step in this process, well, almost last step, but probably the most important step is putting these lids and letting them boil. And what you'll see is this orange piece around here. By putting it in that hot water, that is what softens it up so that it can seal. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those tops, put them on the jars. The first thing I have to do is make sure I dry them. Can't seem to get them apart. So what I do is take a little towel, make sure I dry this off. Any obstruction can cause your pickle jars to not seal. Pickling, canning, whatever. Anytime using jars with these lids or whatever, dry those off. Make sure you dry the rim of the jar off. Dry both of those, because you don't want any water to stop your jar from not sealing. You'll take one of the rims, one of the lid rims here, just for extra precaution. I make sure I dry that as well. There it is. So, final step before you put them back into your canning pot. I have my top on here. Top on. There it is, all that. So like I said, that'll go into the canning pot. I'll let that boil for a little while, and these guys will hopefully seal up. But what happens is once they sit for a day or two, they go ahead and seal. And the way you know that these things are sealed is when they have this little thing right here is not popping up. All right, so thank you guys for joining us today, Dad and Dirt Garden Fun. We came inside, did some pickling, put some things together. I really appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I'm going to drop these rascals down into this canning pot and let them warm up to where they can go, man. And next thing I know, I'll be gifting pickles to my friends and all my family. Not all my family, but the ones that like pickles. How about that? So thank you guys once again for joining us. Let's get growing, man. Keep going. Summer's here. Start putting your fall stuff in. Whatever you need, just give us a holler. Thanks.